Okay, check this out. Here's a question that I get asked frequently. When do I start bulking up? How long do I got to go cutting? How long is this deficit for? How long am I going to continue to eat these foods that they're supposedly tired of? People get frustrated. They eat the same thing because they want to get the results. That's the best way to get the results. When you stick to the plan, keep it simple, but obviously, you're not going to be living like that. Obviously, you're going to be able to have more freedom as we start reversing. But the key here is getting the shape that you want, getting your health back in check. It's having your body under control. That's what it's all about. Having your health under control, having your body under control, which now it's burning fat as you utilize the energy from food that you eat, and it burns throughout the day. When you're so overweight, when you have so much fat on you, you have plenty of energy. You have plenty of energy to spare, to burn. So that's why, your fats are at a minimum. Your carbs are at a minimum. Those are the two sources of energy that the body needs, to function. But we have so many, so we have to stay on a deficit till we get rid of the problem, till we get rid of the fat that you don't want. Once we get rid of the fat that you don't want, you feel comfortable with yourself, you like your look, then we start reversing. It's not up to me. I could take it as far as you having a six-pack, looking chopped, looking diced, extreme look that many people don't take. They cannot handle it. You don't have to. It's all about how you feel. But it's important for you to get rid of all the problem areas, because if you start reversing, which is eating more calories, you will gain fat in those areas. Those areas, you didn't solve them. You didn't take care of them. So you got to take care of them. Get rid of them. Once you get rid of them, when we start reversing in a structured manner with a plan, we're strengthening your metabolism. So now your body is burning fuel throughout the day, because now we're in control. Now what we put in our bodies, which is increments of every week upping your calories, your metabolism catches up to those calories. It burns the way it should, and it shouldn't be that much of a drastic weight gain. You will gain weight throughout the process, throughout time, but it's going to be good weight. It's not going to be bad weight. That little bit of fat that you gain, it comes with the territory. You will gain a little bit of fat, and then on the next cut, we'll pull that fat that you gain, and that's how you end up looking big and cut. It's a process. It's a journey. It's not going to happen overnight. There is no way of speeding up the process. There is no way of you getting quicker results by cutting all calories and torturing yourself and being miserable. No, it's going to take some planning. It's going to take, you knowing that you got to make it a lifestyle. So you got to pick the foods that you love to eat, that you could eat repetitive, and keep it simple. But like I said, once we acquire the shape, the results that you're after, as we start eating more, then you're able to have more choices. You're able to have those meals that you supposedly miss throughout your cut here and there, but your body, it's not going to store it as fat no more. It's actually going to utilize that as energy, because it's going to need it. You've been depleted for so long. You've been on a deficit for so long. So now, as we are feeding the body weekly on a structured manner, then you start burning the way you should. It's utilizing that fuel as energy the way it should be used, because for so long you just store a lot of fat that never got used. And people don't get that, you got to pull from that fat regardless. So it's going to take you being in a deficit, hitting your workouts. Strength training is the best way to build that body you want and burn more muscle. It's not going to be running. It's not going to be torturing yourself doing cardio in the treadmill, running miles and miles. And the body at a certain point, it ain't stupid either. You ain't going to tap into the stored fat. You're going to tap into burning calories or even muscle tissue. The body doesn't need muscle. That's just a luxury that we have. The body will get rid of that. It'll start eating muscle tissue as you're doing too much cardio, and you will start going against the grain. You will start going against what your goals are, because people, they want to look a certain way. Not only do they want to feel a certain way, healthy, but they want to look like they go to the gym. So that's what I'm telling you. There's a process. You need a blueprint. There's a plan that you have to follow, which, whatever coach you have, he knows what he's doing. A coach is there to talk you out of all the bad decisions that you're going to make throughout your journey, throughout your fitness journey, because you're going to just be impatient. You're going to want to rush the process. You're going to want to read about, how could I, make this faster? How could I make this process faster? And there is none. There's little hacks, there's little gimmicks, but they come within time. They come when it's needed. People want to throw it all in one shot. They want to utilize all their cards that they're dealt with and throw them all on the table, and you'll burn yourself out. People will reach a plateau quicker. Instead of utilizing one card, seeing how far it takes you, drop the other card, seeing how far it takes you. There's levels. And there's there's a lot of arsenal in your toolbox that you could use every time you reach a plateau, every time that you're struggling with the next move, the next phase, the next drop. That's what they're used for. Everybody wants to use it all at once. How do you know what's going to do what? Many people don't even need to have a drastic cut. Your body will respond well with the first set of macros. I done it here. We're like, damn, this guy, first set of macros, he didn't even have to be in a extreme deficit, and he got the results that he wanted. He got the physique that he wanted. We got rid of all that fat. Does it happen all the time? No, but it has happened. So, why would you put everything on the table and throw all your cards on the table, and you probably didn't even need to use all that. That's why you got to follow a blueprint. You have to follow the plan, how it's how they told you to follow it. That's why I tell my clients, I didn't tell you to go run. I didn't tell you to do extra burpees. I didn't tell you to do none of that. It's not needed yet. We got to get the most out of it, doing the least possible. Like that, if you're in trouble, if you get stuck, then we add another variable. But like I said, man, all you guys that are suffering and struggling and questioning yourself about how long is this deficit for, we got to keep going until you get rid of the fat that you don't want. Then later on, as you start eating more, when we have your body under control, you're able to eat more enjoyable foods. It's not going to be, how you've been eating on a deficit forever. So get that in your head, put in the work, earn it, build your sacrifice account, that when you do consume these pleasurable foods that you want, once we acquire the shape, then you know what? You got enough to spare. Have patience, understand, don't doubt the plan that you're in, and most of all, don't doubt yourself. Just run it.